Liverpool's best and worst routes to the Champions League final, and possible opponents. Liverpool's path to the Champions League final has been mapped out after the last 16 draw was confirmed, with dream and nightmare scenarios for the Reds becoming clear. Liverpool's path to the Champions League final has been mapped out, and it could present some dream or nightmare scenarios. The Reds now know who they will be facing in the last 16 after Friday's draw in Nyon, with Paris Saint-Germain awaiting them. The first leg in France is set to take place on March 4th or 5, with the return leg at Anfield on March 11th or 12th. Liverpool, of course, booked its place in the last 16 after finishing top of the league phase, winning 7 of its 8 games along the way. That led to Arne Slot's side avoiding the extra playoff round, which has seen some big names make an early exit. Manchester City is among those to have gone out already, with Pep Guardiola's side losing to Real Madrid this week. Juventus was another big casualty, losing to PSV Eindhoven, while AC Milan crashed out against Feyenoord, and Atalanta suffered a shock defeat against Club Brugge. There are still plenty of big teams remaining, though, and Liverpool now knows what its path to the final may look like. Last 16 draw in full. It's worth just going over the last 16 draw in full again. The first legs of these ties will be played on March 4 and 5, with the second legs taking place on March 11th and 12. Liverpool plot incredible 60-minute transfer after. Tensions boil over. Liverpool look to capitalise on a tense situation by striking a 60-minute transfer this summer. Liverpool are looking to overhaul their attack this summer, as exclusively revealed by Anfield Watch. The club aren't thrilled with the current crop of forwards, and it's understandable why. Darwin Núñez and Diogo Jota are both wildly unreliable for entirely different reasons. The former just can't be trusted in front of goal, despite that being his primary role. The latter can't be trusted to get on the pitch with any regularity. Luis Diaz is another with question marks over his future. The Colombian reportedly rejected a contract offer this season, and the Reds are open to selling. Exclusive: Liverpool's insane contract offer to Mo Salah. Mo Salah's situation is very clear. He's out of contract at the end of June. Liverpool will lose him if he doesn't sign a new one, and so the overhaul shouldn't really come as a surprise. Liverpool will eye new forwards as they move on this lot, and that could see them take advantage of a unique situation. Liverpool, like Lookman, caught offside reports that Liverpool have actually held talks over a move for Ademola Lookman. Arsenal have apparently done the same for a player who could cost 60 million. Now, it's not clear whether these talks were with Atalanta or merely representatives for Lookman. Either way, though, it suggests Liverpool are looking into how realistic a deal could be, and it comes on the back of a bizarre situation in Bergamo. Lookman was called out publicly by Gianpiero Gasperini, who labelled the forward one of the worst penalty takers he's ever seen. Read more. How to get Carabao Cup final tickets. That was after Lookman missed a penalty for Atalanta despite not being the nominated taker. The forward responded to that with a public letter, saying he was hurt by Gasperini's comments and was adamant that the designated taker told him to have the penalty. The public fallout naturally makes a transfer a whole lot more likely. Lookman isn't happy right now, and he's worth a fortune, particularly after winning African Player of the Year. Exclusive: the Arne Slot protégé, ready to join Liverpool. This one to watch then. As Liverpool attempt to restructure their attacking force, Lookman could be well placed as an addition. The opening is certainly there. Liverpool find their Trent Alexander-Arnold replacement, and you won't have heard of him. Liverpool have found a surprise replacement for Trent Alexander-Arnold, according to reports. If they can get him over the line, of course. Trent Alexander-Arnold will be leaving Liverpool as things stand. The right-back is out of contract in the summer, and there is remarkably little talk about a new deal. Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk are in the same boat, of course, but you do hear updates. At the very least, they're both happy to talk about the situation in public. Alexander-Arnold seemingly isn't. He hasn't addressed his contract situation at all, and for us that's a big red flag. Real Madrid are certainly interested. You can tell that purely from the press campaign, but they also attempted to sign him in January. A bid on New Year's Eve attempted to pressure Liverpool into taking a lump sum for releasing the Scouser early. They wouldn't, and rightly so. Regardless, It does still look increasingly like Alexander-Arnold is off. That would leave Conor Bradley as the sole right-back in the squad, and Liverpool won't be happy with that. A replacement would be needed for the vice-captain, and it appears Liverpool have found one. And he's not a known name. Liverpool watch Wesley. There's real hype around Flamengo right-back Wesley right now. He's been their starting right-back for the last 2 years, helping the team with the Brazilian Cup in 2024. Wesley was also in the Brazilian Serie A Team of the Year as he played 31 games. Now Liverpool wonder if he could step up to the Premier League. UOL reports that Liverpool have Wesley in their sights. They've apparently been watching him for the last year, a period that saw Flamengo reject offers from Bournemouth and Aston Villa. Zenit St. Petersburg also tried to sign Wesley, putting 25 million on the table. Flamengo rejected that, and would apparently want around 30 million to let him go. Liverpool will keep an eye on the Club World Cup this summer, where Wesley will feature. If he performs well, there's a very good chance that Richard Hughes pushes forward on a deal. After all, Bournemouth's bid last summer came shortly after Hughes left as sporting director. It would have been him who established Wesley as a summer target in the first place, so it's no surprise that Liverpool retain a strong interest. This really could be one to watch then. Wesley may be the Alexander-Arnold replacement, even if he's one no one saw coming. Arne Slot has helped Liverpool to another world-class player. Arne Slot has done many wonderful things as Liverpool boss this season. That includes giving the Reds another world-class player. What a magical job Arne Slot has done since taking over at Liverpool. The Dutchman has overseen a brilliant start to life with the club, helping them storm to the top of the Premier League and UEFA Champions League phase. He's done that by getting the team to play at an incredible level, of course. The playing style has simply worked, with teams struggling to contend with Liverpool's play between the lines. But Slot has also helped Liverpool move up a gear by bringing certain players on. Ryan Gravenberch is one of those. He's gone from being a decent midfielder to being one of the best in the league. If not the best, quite honestly. He's not, however, the only player Slot has had a dramatic impact on. The boss has turned one player from good to world class. The rise of Cody Gakpo. Jurgen Klopp admitted at the back end of last season that he made a mistake with Cody Gakpo. He'd used the Dutchman as a midfielder during an injury crisis, a role he wasn't entirely suited for and didn't enjoy. Klopp clearly recognized that there was more to come from Gakpo, and Slot wasted no time in proving that. Gakpo has now scored 16 goals for Liverpool this season, assisting another 5. Football Critics Form Index metric scores him at 87, a figure only Mo Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Virgil van Dijk can beat. Read more. How to get Carabao Cup. Final tickets. In fact, they have him down as top 8 for midfielders, Josh wingers in the Premier League this season. Gakpo has shifted from being a good player to being one of the most effective around. Effective not just in pure numbers, but when he's scoring his goals. Gakpo has scored an equaliser on 4 occasions this season, while he's opened the scoring once more. Another goal decided a win for Liverpool. That ability to find equalisers has been invaluable. Salah is also good at that, of course, providing 3 in the Premier League himself, but that's 7 between them, a skill that makes Liverpool incredibly difficult to play against. Gakpo is bringing that more than anybody. Lots of goals and lots of important goals. That's the hallmark of a truly world-class player. His absence from the side in recent games has been felt too. No one can shake the feeling that Liverpool would have beaten Aston Villa if Gakpo has been there. That's something rarely said last year, but Slot's development of his compatriot has handed Liverpool another world-class player, one that they can count on for years to come.